Today we are going to take up methods of purification of organic compounds. First, we would like to find out what is meant by purification. Purification means converting impure organic compound into pure organic compound by suitable method. Now, question is, why do we need to purify organic compound? The reason is, if we get organic compound from natural source, it will be contaminated with some other substances which occur along with this organic compound. So we have to separate the other compound to get pure organic compound. And even if we prepare organic compound in the lab, still it may contain impurities or other organic compounds due to side reactions, and it will require purification. So that is the reason that we need to purify the compound. Once the organic compound is extracted from the natural source or synthesized in the laboratory, it is essential to purify it. Now, various methods used for purification of organic compounds are based on the nature, particularly the properties of the compound and the impurities present in it. The common techniques which are used for purification of substances are: number one is sublimation, second one is crystallization, and third one is distillation. Now, distillation is of various types: simple distillation, fractional distillation, distillation under reduced pressure, steam distillation. So these are various type of distillation. Then we will be taking differential extraction and chromatography. Chromatography is also of many types. We have column chromatography, thin layer chromatography, or paper chromatography. These we will take up in detail. Purity of compound is ascertained by determining its melting or boiling point. Most of the pure compounds have sharp melting point and boiling points. Also, if the compound is pure, its melting point will be the same as the melting point of the pure compound. And if it is solid and there is impurity present in it, its melting point will be less than the melting point of the pure compound. And if it is liquid and it contains soluble impurities, its boiling point will be higher than boiling point of pure compound. For example, pure water has boiling point 100 degrees centigrade, whereas impure water or seawater will have boiling point more than 100 degrees centigrade. First method of purification we are taking is sublimation. What do you mean by sublimation? The process of converting a solid substance into vapors directly is called sublimation. There are some solid substances which change from solid to vapor state without becoming liquid. So this method is applicable only to those substances which can sublime. So then the purification technique is based on the above principle, is known as sublimation, and is used to separate sublimable compounds from the non-sublimable impurities. That is, the impurities present in the compound should not sublime, then only this method can be used. Let's take up sublimation. Some solid substances change from solid to vapor state without passing through liquid state. The purification technique is based on the above principle, is known as sublimation. It is used to separate sublimable compounds from the non-sublimable impurities. That is, here condition is that the compound should sublime, whereas impurities should not sublime. Here, this is a china dish in which we have taken mixture of organic compounds from which we want to separate organic compound which can sublime. Here we have inverted funnel. Inverted funnel is the stem of the inverted funnel. Here we have used cotton plug so as to close it, and so that no vapors can go out. This is the inverted funnel, and here we have perforated asbestos sheet through which vapors can pass through. So if we want to separate compound like naphthalene, anthracene, camphor, iodine, so these compounds can be purified with the help of sublimation. So when mixture is taken in this china dish and on heating, the organic compound which can sublime will form vapors, and these vapors will come in contact with the sides of this inverted funnel and change into solid. So purified organic compound we will be able to get with the help of sublimation. So this substance which is obtained in pure form by sublimation is called sublimate. Now this technique is not applicable to all compounds, all solids. Only those solids can be purified by this method which can sublime. Next we are taking crystallization. This is one of the most commonly used technique for purification of solid organic compound. It is based on the difference in solubility of the compound and the impurities present in the suitable solvent. The impure compound is dissolved in a solvent in which it is partially soluble at room temperature but appreciably soluble at higher temperature. The solution is concentrated to get a nearly saturated solution, and on cooling, pure organic compound crystallizes out and removed by filtration. Now, how to do it practically? What we do is that whatever compound, impure compound is given to you, that will be dissolved in suitable solvent and minimum amount of solvent in a beaker with the help of shaking, with the help of glass rod, and once it dissolves completely, you have to see what is the organic solvent, whether we have dissolved it in water or you have dissolved in ether or alcohol or benzene. If you have dissolved it in ether, benzene or alcohol, you need to do aerial evaporation, and by aerial evaporation the solution will become concentrated, and on cooling you will get pure crystals. But if you have dissolved it in water, then before crystallization you have to do filtration if there is any suspended impurity. And after removal of suspended impurity, we will put in china dish and allow it to reach crystallization point by heating. How to test the crystallization point? Take a glass rod dipped in the solution which is being heated, which is likely to be saturated. Take out the glass rod and blow it, and if you find crystals on the glass rod, it means crystallization point has reached. And now you can keep it undisturbed for cooling and crystallization. And on cooling, you will get crystals of pure substance. Crystals have well-defined shape and they are pure substances. That's why crystallization is used for purification technique. There is another type of crystallization which is called fractional crystallization. If we want to separate two compounds which are soluble in the same solvent to different extent, we can use fractional crystallization. For example, if you want to separate sugar and salt, then sugar is less soluble in water whereas salt is more soluble in water. They can be separated by fractional crystallization. How? You can dissolve mixture of sugar and salt in water and heat it till crystallization point is reached. Since sugar is less soluble component, so it will crystallize out first. Separate the crystals of sugar and now heat it again and continue heating till crystallization point of common salt is also reached. Once crystallization point of common salt is reached, allow it to cool and you will get crystals of common salt. So in this way, we can separate two compounds which have different solubility in the same solvent by fractional crystallization.